what I want to talk about is how Ubisoft has lied and deceived the consumer just recently with Assassin's Creed Unity, to be specific with you. So Assassin's Creed Unity, they went out and said, first of all, Ubisoft wanted to create console parity. They wanted to make everything the same on all the consoles, the Xbox One, the PS4, and the PC, correct? Because those are the platforms it was coming to. So, yeah, I can see that being a true thing. They wanted to keep everything the same because they didn't want bad press about their game. They didn't want bad press about it running worse on the Xbox One or worse on the PS4 just because one version had to compromise things because of another version. All right, so that's true. So, first of all, you have to admit right there that they are compromising something about Assassin's Creed Unity, right? They are sacrificing some possible features and visuals that could be in Assassin's Creed Unity if they weren't having console parity between the Xbox One, PS4, and PC. That's possible. So, Ubisoft released that they're not making Assassin's Creed Unity for the Wii U. Now, I would accept some crap coming out of their mouths about it, you know, the Wii U not selling enough, or the Wii U not having an install base of a mature audience that would buy Assassin's Creed Unity. But the reason they're giving us, I don't accept, alright? In fact, it is just piles of crap spewing out of Ubisoft's mouths, alright? They are saying that they don't want to put Assassin's Creed Unity on the Wii U because, drumroll please, no drumroll, okay, they didn't think they could realize their full potential on the Wii U, and they couldn't give you the full experience that they would want to be able to deliver you on the Wii U. They didn't want to compromise on anything with Assassin's Creed Unity, and they don't think the Wii U was up to snuff to produce their best product on it. Alright, so that on the surface looks like it makes sense. I mean, the Wii U is obviously less powerful than the PS4 or Xbox One. The thing is, though, remember the last part I said about Ubisoft's console parroting? Which means if they're parroting or making the versions worse on one console that could do better because the other version can't do it, then they're already compromising an aspect of the game. They are already compromising the finished product to be worse than it potentially could have been. If they're doing console parity and they're making the game worse on another platform to match it with another platform, they're already making the game worse. They are already compromising exactly like they're saying they wouldn't do on the Wii U. So now, that's an issue to me. And I'm sorry if I'm making my mic spike, but I am just mad at this. I am flustered, guys, if you couldn't tell. Because Ubisoft is lying to the consumer outright and flat out. They are lying. There is no getting around that. There is no possible sweet talking Ubisoft could do to get around this issue. Ubisoft is lying to you. That being said, I have a couple theories of what the truth could actually be. Now, my theory A, this is the most logical theory. Nintendo either did something to Ubisoft to make them mad, or Nintendo gave Ubisoft a reason not to publish their games on their console. They give them some sort of reason not to do it. B reason, this is also very probable, Xbox and PlayStation, or Sony and Microsoft, are doing something to make them not produce Assassin's Creed Unity or other games on the Wii U. That's another option. I mean, you could think that Microsoft or Sony would pay them off to not release their game on the Wii U. And that's another thing. People say, well, it's because the Wii U sold less than the Xbox One and PS4. The Wii U has more consoles out there than the Xbox One, and they are selling more consoles to date, as in, like, from, say, last month to this month. They are selling more consoles than the Xbox One. So you can't even bring that up as an argument. Too many people do that. The Wii U is selling more than the Xbox One. So that is not an argument. And most of the people buying the Wii U are mature consumers. No kids are going out and buying this very easily breakable machine with a very easily breakable tablet. Well, some kids are, obviously, but not many. So that's one of the theories that I have. Another company's paying them off. Now here's another theory that could happen. Get your tinfoil hats ready. This is crazy, but it doesn't involve the Illuminati, so don't worry. But Ubisoft couldn't produce a good version on either the PS4 or Xbox One, or, get this, PC, because their development team isn't good enough. Now, let me just wrap this around your head. Games have become more and more demanding. So, realistically, there's got to be a point of stopping to these programmers' skill. And maybe the programmers at Ubisoft might not be up to snuff at making a 1080p game with 1080p textures and making it able to run on consumer hardware. So maybe they just completely have to, around the board, make it at 900p on both the Xbox One, PS4, and PC because they can't develop a good enough game. That is probably a feasible option, right? I mean, correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong, but I think that's a feasible option. Now, there is also other theories, there's other possibilities, but I think it's the first one. I think Nintendo did something to make Ubisoft not produce games on their consoles. Maybe it's because they hosted their third-party games on launch and they didn't sell well. However, Ubisoft hasn't really backed a console's launch, so they don't know what they're doing. They have to realize that their sales are not going to do good on a console that doesn't have very many units out there yet because it's just on console launch day. Ubisoft doesn't know anything about this. They're not an experienced company in this factor. Ubisoft was a really, really small company since recently, alright? The only thing they had going for them was the Rayman series. Have you ever heard of the Rayman series? Most of you who are under the age of 15 probably haven't. Or you think it's something about rabbits. Alright, so that's really all I have to say, or I suppose Rayman Legends is out, so that's another option, but that's really all I have to say, guys. That's really my thoughts on the topic. If you have any thoughts, please put them in the comments, please. I want to hear your opinions and thoughts. Please let me know. I will do a follow-up video if I've missed anything, and if any comments bring anything to light, but thank you guys for watching.